Hey, Wambulda, unakusha, unakabo. Yesterday we been there now, and today back we don't come. We not go tire because we religion until we say the word and I ain't get the power. The Bible talk 'em, the Quran talk 'em. Say the word and I ain't get the power. And we don't decide say we they use the word for empower with people in a salon. Today we not go make boku introduction because I know say una know the topic who they deal with already. Mr. Ture, tell Fambule Adula who go ahead, sir.
Fambule Minakabo, plenty kushe. We hope say when get a good Friday. For the one day we Muslim brother them. We know say una go pray to Papa God, and Papa God glory shall be with una. And the sky will be the limit for una all. But as they say, faith without works, faith is good as nothing. So as we all get faith, let we try for back out with actions. My brother, I the word that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Today, we will continue this talk about the role of the intellectuals, but today we will look from a different angle. The Sierra Leone intellectual, what he make the able help country for go before. This may come as a surprise to a lot of people, but I want to do inquiries what they can inform una about today. Let begin think over them. Because if man get knowledge, he not able use them for helping come immortal man then go before. He not get the willingness for use them for make society awaken so that everybody go able produce goods and services, una sell, una eat, una sleep, all man get decent place for live. Then that knowledge no mean nothing. Then say they do so for a noble cause, not mean say you they do them for nothing. If you're not a chemist, you use your knowledge for convert any plant into something where will make people their life better, you they get profit from them because you they solve a problem. If you're not a physicist, you use your knowledge for produce something where will help the people them. Let them get electricity, then get other things that will make their life comfortable. You go sell them, you make profit. But we have a problem with the way we think now in country. So we always dey look for shortcut. That shortcut, now they make you form cabals. The intellectuals now we country, what we say they don't know what for do, but they don't put themselves into cabals. If you not belong to that cabal, you're not able to do nothing. So then disempower themselves. And that it happen mostly now with tertiary institutions, them na Sierra Leone. Can get them clubs, them fraternities when I didn't they go, then go take their oath of allegiance. When they come out there, you go every one the APC, the other and the SLPP, the other and the NGC, but they all get the same purpose. And they blindfold una. And nothing and deeper. We have to begin to tell the people of Sierra Leone that let them not trust these guys. Party name, not be religion to people anymore. From today, let them assess people by what and come for do and how they do them. Not for say me na APC, me na SLP. We all can be member of any party. If we want to not be member of party, but we will still do good for Salon. We can run that country without political parties. We'll make elections, let it be on symbol. Would that take flask? Would that take lamp? Would that take sun? Would that take ship? Would that take car? Then give you the symbol. You go, if the people that want vote for you, then they vote for you. Because the symbol now just an identity. To make the identify, say, now this candidate get this. You understand? The symbol and you picture. So you can run an election even without political parties. Museveni did it in Uganda. And he did it for some time and succeeded. So just the way they talk then days just say, Nef not training at the weapon, at the one we handle and I them weaponize.
Any weaponizer.
Saying the political parties, they have been invaded by a bunch of dishonest people where they all get a similar purpose, say, let us go out there and control the resources. Yes, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Nothing is wrong about that. Nothing is wrong about it. Do it for a noble cause or a noble purpose. Not take a country, you shinkaram. This now before they come online and they see a YouTube, like some form. They don't destroy that place. How this Chinese got there? Man go come out China no more, you can't mine a country, nobody know they be now. If you say the politicians no, they don't know. No. They want to control the resources. People then come, they mine resources, then destroy the environment, then give them pittance. 200 million, 300 million, 500 million. The man they take billions of dollars, they go with our no, they know. How petty can we be? How petty can we be? Country will get the potential for be the richest country in Africa because of our population size and our resource potential. Look, the people then they sleep in a treat. All power intellectuals because they want to have the good life, which they are not having. Because if you go give $10 million, if you send a boku money, can you reply buy one or two things? That $10 million not even do for buy small boat in Norway. Then boat where the Norwegian they write, where teacher, sweeper, and cleaner, they all get boat. Then they take them on loan, then pay for them. Like they take mortgage, you understand? But then boats then this one, they cost 10, 15, 20 million dollars. You then give that money, they will be able to do it. Eat boku, grow fat, keep boku man, you die as early as possible. Is that the life we want? We can't talk about the intellectual class, why they're not able to help with country. And before they go further, I want to make them clear, say, we get three types of intellectuals in Sierra Leone. We get the one them we graduate from we local institutions. We're not in the majority. You get the one them we few, we sometimes then get the opportunity for can study out, then go back say la go work. These ones are the outsiders. If they are not incorporated into the cabal, they are ostracized. I know 2, 3 people where we don't can study overseas, then go back, then stagnate. Some die of frustration. Then you get the one them, we don't think can oversee. Now you know I get the intellectual certificate or whatever, then dominion certificate. We go now, you go join the cabal. Now then are the most active ones them for all the nonsense in the country. With people then begin the need for begin know the information, yeah. Let them begin ask questions. Beginning for know that. Let them begin ask questions. Them man no can tell and say, I get PhD, I get masters, I get this. Try for know how the person dey. Then education, you ready for use and for help the country. Or you want using education as a shield or a tool for misuse the country. We need for begin ask them questions. Mr. Turela, pass this word to you, sir.
Papa, as I said to you, you're a man where I admire a lot because of your patience and because of your intellect. You see, a lot of people don't know what they call intellectuals. And we're not a canaya for can come look low upon anybody or for talk down anybody. But these are things where they find out we they use language very loosely now in society. When they talk about intellectual, when they say someone is an intellect, now somebody where they use the brain, somebody where they think, a brain not of furniture. Now that make when you talk about intellect, then you talk about mental, cerebral, cognitive, rational, psychological, abstract, conceptual, theoretical, analytical, logical, academic. These are all areas of intellect. And the most important part for the intellectual, now person where they use the aid, they think out of the box. Person will get critical thinking. If you
Not
look
the only
something,
thing, they look at income immortal man, say, okay,
yes,
let me do this thing for all
yes,
of us.
yes.
We
You
all
did
do think, but if you are not thinking about doing it for all of us, then you're as good as not thinking.
precisely. If something you they put water, the bucket's not full up. You they put water, the bucket's not full up. Intellectual go, I go left the thing and say, something is not right here. He do further investigation. He say, oh, there's a hole in the bucket. We need for repair the bucket. Let me put them somewhere else. Don't repair the bucket. But that's what we don't they use them. That's what we don't they use them. You like you too difficult. You never make things difficult. But these are the things we see they happen every day. It's like we get this disease where make we don't want to be innovative, try new things. Because person way intellectual, then they do research. If they do something, if they get 3 stone, he go try for Fenway for do like get 6 stone. If the 3 stone, especially the 3 stone, not do for share among the population. He got to find a way where he go devise something where more people will benefit from that particular process. Then you go say the man is an intellectual. What good is it? You go university, you can't sit down, you dey talk about theories, but you're not able to apply them, positively for transform your society, transform people and life. What use is it to you? And what use is it to the very people and way they talk about? Like right now, we get APC and SLPP. They've been there from thy kingdom come.
And they have these cabal men in all those parties. Let me say it now publicly. People
Then
that feel
they
say na sell, they're not a sell game. They're nothing than they do.
no, of course.
Not a sell
Now that
game.
make now that make when things can go wrong, then you see some foolish person can begin to talk. It is unfortunate. It is not unfortunate. It is
It was
calculated.
planned.
it is planned, it is premeditated, it is organized. You see, then guy there, then get an enterprise of corrupt individuals, them, where they're in an enterprise.
And they are not profiting from that enterprise.
No.
In this modern world, for make you say I get $500 million, you are a nobody. In $1 billion, you are a nobody. Honestly. Because good sending at this world, if you say they put you money for buy, I swear to God, within 24 hours, you $1 billion done.
You know,
guys, they are not really thinking properly.
Well, making even go further, say there are people and they will not go school, they're more intellectual. Because some people not go school, but they think, they use the brain, they use the IQ, they ask questions. Look like picking them where they grow up in their society there. Even you when are they daddy, you're afraid because the beginning they ask you some question, you don't wonder how to answer this. It keep you on your feet.
Not so now society, we are not dog society. The other before 9 for talk, all man say yes, not true.
Or the one way before, now the goats. Once you look at that leaf, all the goats the fella. You know, all the goats the fella. And you know, it is so oh God. Look like for instance, we get intellectuals then. I don't get past 100 calls. All man can say, hey, even I don't know you say make any comments about the speeches there.
Why do you want the West Sabi book? Why they not they talk?
And this now people always have a book.
Why
then they call me, hey me man, you need for talk. Samura not talk about. I say you try for tell me waiting for me opinion or you want for me opinion.
Now part of the impunity and autocracy.
Exactly. I say I go
they
talk
want to tell you what you should say, not what you should think.
Precisely. And that is not intellectual behavior. My thinking has to be independent. We go get debate about it after I don't talk them.
We can be in divergence, but if we allow people to think independently, we they see the beauty of innovative thinking.
Exactly. The speeches them both were not meant for Sierra Leone. The speeches them, they say for address the nation. Where you address the nation, not only your constituency they can address. You address every man, woman, child, anybody where they within the vicinity of that country. APC, SLP,
and even the medium of communication.
And you
are not going to address Sierra Leone and begin to use English.
Exactly. And now I tell one of the guy there, I say, what thing you know about speech? I say speech, before you go out for talk, you get to know the subjects where you talk about. Then you get to understand the audience. Because you don't even go talk to yourself. You don't go talk to people. It's like when you cook. First, you get to know who they can visit you. You prepare a menu where go delight them.
And you get to take everybody in mental and other issues into consideration.
Exactly.
Not all man they eat boku salt. Not all man they eat pepper.
Then
you know, you just go make one pot, you can't give people.
Not all man get big mouth. Some man get big mouth, some man get small mouth. You go cut the beef, big. The one that will get big mouth, then go enjoy, but the one that will get small mouth, then go struggle.
And then they strain for it.
Exactly. So you get for create a meal where first and foremost tasty and delightful. It look good, it smell good, and the people then go so enjoy for eat them that's then they belly full. And when they don't belly full, they go digest the food and assimilate it well, and then drink water and say, "Wow, that was nice." But if you go make a speech, first and foremost, the audience, when are the salon people, you don't address them, you address the international community. Then there's something wrong with the speech. If you make a speech after you don't done the speech, all man the kind of social media for can explain what in and things say the speech be. That means to say you do a bad job. If you do a speech, then it's like you go to a tailor for let go so close to you, my brother. When the tailor also the close down, you can fucking go to other tailor for go reduce them. So the tailor do a bad job.
You know, to make her dey laugh.
Uh-huh.
All man don't turn literature students in Asalo, but who don't
Exactly.
study literature?
Exactly.
They can't analyze speech.
You know,
You
like
have to
there is
analyze a speech. I only need to listen to it and understand it my own way.
exactly where you go for go talk them thing and they some man learn book, some man no learn book, some man go school, some man no go school, some man sabi English, some man no sabi English. So you get to find a medium where more people they understand. But you go cater for outsiders. It just show the disregard where them people they get for we.
I know they take the people of Sierra Leone
They don't take we
serious. That's
seriously
the
at
fact.
all. And we serve not the help situation. To an extent, you talk say you want peace. Brilliant. You talk for say you want electoral justice. You want peace. First and foremost, my brother, now almost peace in the world. This peace,
And
PAC,
now one piece, Miss Abby.
no,
Ask me with
PAC,
peace.
not a one great peace.
Ask me
So,
with peace. Now one
yeah,
piece today.
no, one peace day where na tranquility, na
No, no,
calmness. Then there's
no.
another piece where they
Mister,
talk
Mister,
cessation of violence for stop war. Now two different pieces then one and day. Then you get other
Mister,
pieces them where
Mister.
spelled
All
differently and
them
pronounced
peace
the
then the
same.
way they talk. Eh?
Uh-huh.
All them peace then the way they talk. Now because the one piece not been there, now I make them thing they happen now, then they go talk. The
When you
one
talk
great
about
piece
PI, you
what they
see, you dey talk
the,
about a
the one
piece
great
that
piece
is a
what they
portion of something,
now social justice.
a piece of
Create the enabling environment, create the social safety nets, let everybody get a basic life.
exactly.
Let everybody get something productive way they do. If even you get drug addicts now your society, you have to find a way to get them engaged. If you get handicapped people in a society, you get to find a way for get them engaged. I'll let you into something today. Very close to me now, about 15 minutes drive.
Mm-hmm.
Then get a school for handicaps them. What's a school? What I mean, not a separate school, but a factory like something. Ask what's in a job. We get
Uh-huh.
this Volvo and I call this British company. That British company where they make most of them ship and aeroplane engines them.
Okay, Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce. Volvo
Uh-huh.
and Rolls Royce, then get factories then close by. Then they build ship engines and they build plane engines. But you know, say that thing and they in dismantled form.
Mm-hmm.
So the screws, then the bolt and nut, then they bring on at this factory where then disable your day, then teach them how to package them. Now then they package them. At the end of the month, they get paid for doing that. But these people are not living in their own homes. There is a place that has been built for them, like a general dormitory, like something, then they call them Buffales cap.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I given do some part-time job in one of them when I became newly.
Mm-hmm.
Where when they take care of them, you they work out with them, you get to understand how they wish, what in and demand, etc. But why is society doing this? It's doing this to for make sure say everybody feel belonging
Mm-hmm.
at the society.
Mm-hmm.
Not a rocket science or boku money for Duam. Now the will for Duam, now they make it happen. But we, na Sierra Leone, the minute somebody gets small education, the first day they begin doing, they look low on the one they will not get that same education. It trample on them, it use impunity, it insult their humanity all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know who is doing this? the cabal people. Some of you know they think that way. Then go hear it and say, boy, do you not bring boy near you? That man a Confucianist. You understand? People like us, they don't want us within that circle. Because they know say if we reach, they'll go tell them what you need for tell them, what you feel for tell them. But now, they don't do and pass mark, they begin tell the people of Sierra Leone that they are aware. And then begin assess we, not by we words, but by we actions. Because then say action speaks louder.
You know, where you get people them we say they're not elite, then everything we they say, that is, then they do them with, with rhetoric, and they hide behind something.
Say Sabi talk, not
You know,
begin people. Now Sabi talk that they use by the people.
Waiting and notice. These governments where it come to power, they said all the things they say we can't change. Then when they come, the first thing when they change, now they change with them for change.
Yes. Then set way on the reverse gear.
And then they tell the people and say, we manifesto corruption plenty. And people were hungry for that. But I not tell them.
They even sing that Tritolomo no Gusido angry boku.
Then tell the people and say,
now they angry boku.
Then tell the people and say, well, they can't get rid of corruption. And people were hungry for it. People wanted it.
Who does people not want a good
impunity for stop.
Imran, we face one fact. Every living being wants the best out of life. Maybe we skills, capacity, now in the limit, but every living being wants the best out of life. It's not everybody who would have a private jet. It's not everybody who will be able to buy a Maybach. It's not everybody who will be able to buy a Jaguar. But everybody get a basic life. We go make himself, is sit down and say, yes, I tell God thank you. But this is what the intellectuals are not doing because it's not in their interest. It's not in their interest to use the ability and willingness to awaken society, let society become productive. It's not in their interest to do anything for a noble cause or purpose. The only noble cause within the show, now salon, now they back then they blindfold the people them. Then grab take 100 bag rest, go give the people them first month. This na sunakat. You want your food. Teach the man to fish. Don't give him fish.
Well, I become
these guys are pathetic, and we have to begin to talk about that. Let the people know.
When they come, they know what is Solomon Lake. Solomon Lake for your big titles. They write a report. Who that can prevent them? A professor. It talk about how APC corrupt. People bought it.
The man is like a cashew nut seed.
Like Popogon. You know, it talk about how APC not left, don't know, they not left penny. And that was not true.
It was not.
Then
the handing over note indicated there was about $500 million in the coffers.
And when you're not intellectual, when you're not an intellectual, first and foremost, you can forget a moral gauge. You for know,
like you are in a calculus situation. Your moral gauge for determine how high you can go and how low you can
go.
Yes.
And what you they say, how it will affect the community won't day. Because on things that day, it is best kept unsaid.
Yeah.
Because if you sit down, you don't calculate, you know the damage where it will cause to the community. Some things you they say loosely, carelessly. Look, one man naya when I be jeweler, something James something. Now be the biggest jeweler all of a sudden in the 80s in this country. It is sell like crazy. Then can interview on a BBC. They say, how do you do it? You are doing so well. 8 Samuels have been there before you. Hundreds of years. You've surpassed all of them. And you're going strong. And your prices are very competitive. Now I say, well, you know, this man, now inside BBC this too. He said, well, if you make shit and people want to buy, it's up to them. That man, after by the time they come out of that station, the how they call themselves, a market plummeted.
Drop, yeah.
In only 2 months, the company go bust. Nobody
Something
not buy it
in
again.
way it communicates the message.
Yes, nobody not buy it again. 1 grain word where he say. And why do you think the Bible say, not what you eat, they pollute you. Now, what in common are you mouth?
Because, let me give you the answer, sir. Our words manifest our thoughts. Our thoughts are the energy that defines us as part of the I am. So, whatever they say, they just see them. Now, I make even in the law, then say, if you think before you take action. If you go meet man with you inside bedroom, you react immediately, maybe the law will excuse you. But if you come out na door, go take knife, you can't choke that man, kill her. Na murder. Because that split second way you don't left the room can do, you supposed to don't think, say no, la not do this. You understand? Our words define and manifest our thoughts. So whatever comes out of your mouth, it defile you or it make you. And not only defile you, it can make you. A good word can make you.
I see Pandy 2-man name, then speeches them, one they don't address the people. Then you they see collaboration. It's like now the same person writes the speeches.
We not see how the man name in the laugh panda picture.
Then talk say them don't decide for do peace. But 48 hours before Madabio talk about peace, he make mockery of the tripartite. Is that what's in a tripartite? Is the tripartite get results? He talked down the thing. And in Samura, in your speech, I would have expected him for say, because he talked my speech, say me and Madabio get one thing in common, we all want peace. But if I don't iterate on some of the differences, and also go on and say,
how are you sure that the next man wants peace?
well,
do you have
this
any
is the point.
instrument to
That
read
is
his
why
mind?
he felt short in some of those areas, because he would have said, in as much as in the talk peace, me they talk peace, I don't know whose peace they talk about, where it just about the very thing where where would they use as the tool for bring peace, he say tripartite not get wetting. So if they talk about peace, it get for behave, comport himself in a way we go reflect that. You're not going to talk peace, you go team up, you they talk about bullets, you they tell people, they say people that when we don't come out, you they kill them. This we talk about democracy here. You say you want peace. If you say you want peace, you have to allow people and for protest. If you say you want peace, you have to allow people and for associate freely and for move freely in the country.
Let me ask you one question.
You're not going to stop people and forget freedom of speech.
Let me ask you one question now. You see, I'm not in like for talk some of them here because some of who they understand them from a different wavelength. And some of them here who they talk, a lot of these guys will not like it, but I don't care anymore.
But we are not here to please people.
We please all the time. You see, one thing they always say, protest not resolve nothing as Leone. I'm not giving you the reason, not to so.
Shoot.
Now the reason I they give so today. For all the time, what they call protests in Sierra Leone, you don't ever hear any of the 24 political parties then come and make a statement towards the protesters them favor. Not to condemn them, they can't condemn them. You don't ever hear then so-called religious councils then they come for make a mitigating statement, not to condemn them, they condemn them.
Yep.
You ever hear any of these so-called institutes or associations come with a statement for say no, but if we not get grievance, law offend away, law sit on a table, law express recept. No way. It happened after the Second World War. The people were aggrieved about the rich class. The rich class not pull bullets by them. They call them to table and sit down they negotiate. And from what they get an agreement, now transform this country into social democratic country. But the impunity in the elite class or the intellectual class, then feel say they are the only people chosen by some funny God who does not exist. Then can do out elect nothing or the come behind that. If you're a mortal man, you get wants, you get feelings, you get demands. Expect say that man down there self get the same. If they come out and say, Tintrangao, rather than you they can't tell them bullet for bullet, find a way, let them go talk to them down there. You don't need to go there. Get people who are sober-minded to go and talk to them. Negotiate with the people. If you need for make, when I go sit on a Bintu money with them bigger man, them people na Sopit and all them places, then they Kurube for negotiate about the way forward because that's the only peace we should be talking about. That's why when you get a cabal, they can't tell you about peace. Go and sit there and talk to the people. Now tell we about what's in our problem, what's in our needs. You don't make promises to them, but tell them, say, okay, we don't hear you. Now we all get for work on this. Let's set a time frame. Let us use 2 years, 3 years. Let's see how we can do this. When you do that, as a matter of fact, the international community, they will be there listening. They will be ready to fund whatever venture you want to undertake. But these guys don't care about the people. What they care about is how they can control the resources. Especially so now that Sierra Leone is coming close to begin to mine petroleum. It's what all this charade and voting they about. How for control that resources they, which cabal go control them. So then they lie and deceive the people them all the time. But by the grace of God, we are going to begin to give the correct information to the people. Information is power.
As you reach that point, so you call some of the moral guarantors them. We're supposed to speak out on those issues, but you left one of the most important one them. The one them we're supposed for uphold with tradition and with culture. The paramount chiefs. They are so corrupt. It's unbelievable. Do you realize there is
They are not corrupt. Listen, Adekam, I'm sorry for cutting you off. They are not corrupt. In the beginning, the paramount chiefs they want to take over ruling, they make other people proxy. But now the intellectuals they make them proxy. How? Paramount chief, now we pay you salary. We want to bribe you to an SUV. So if they would you understand?
My brother, I'm not able to understand the fact where every tradition of this world, homicide, is not acceptable. Not in religion, not in the local traditions, we cultural beliefs. We get certain value system. You know, I can tell people and say, before which man ever
it's
talk
an
of
abomination.
yes,
Imran.
now sacrilege.
It is an abomination in Igbo land. If you kill your brother, then they exile you.
Now sacrilege. So the fact that we get the head of state when they team up, this na man when go school. Then say they do PhD, but they would done. This man say in a fountain of honor and justice, it talk say people and be done come out for question certain actions the way it do. The people and we try that, they not live for tell the story. What did that mean? That mean to say he killed them. Then he both say if anybody replicates that, he's going to do the same to them.
Allah they are forever, Allah not die.
Don't you think them people and they what you call so paramount chiefs, reverend, pastors, even mothers, you see, in Africa, mama them are very valuable. Where is this Salomon? You call him mama, it a vex like
Only
okay,
Africa, Mister.
you put acid panam.
Mister.
I just want to keep her within with context.
You know the relevance of women globally? Only Africa, the world.
So, mama them are highly respected. We suppose forget women association. When it's leadership for go ask the leader, what do he mean by if people in command, they're not going to live for tell the story? Now, see what they for query and for.
Because now then they
Now, see what they for impeachable.
impeachable.
Now, impeachable offense that one day. You cannot talk publicly in any society you threaten for kill people. There is nothing on this earth we permissive for any citizen for kill another citizen. That's why we have courts. We're not for animals.
And that make countries then they institute death sentence.
Exactly.
Not that the state wants to be killing its citizens, but it's the abomination behind you killing your fellow human being.
Well, this is where intellect then come in. Then you go wonder why he tried for repeal the death penalty.
Because now I let them kill him for the
he
killing.
He want to kill other people in Peking, and then now I let them kill him.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, even the procedure, not follow. Because it is so an important part of our culture and our belief system. You can forget 2/3 majority. First order, before you go through the second one, for go to the people them in the form of referendum, go ask them, this is what we want to do. We agree or we not agree, yes or no. If you not get majority,
Imran,
yes,
it is part of our natural traditional laws. If somebody kills somebody in a community or in a village, then they exile them from that village. Then they exile them.
Even if you threaten for kill somebody, then the someone is to the chief. And then go give you a warning. If anything happens to this person, physically or spiritually, we will hold you responsible. You see what a man they pray every day. But this man that you not do this week, because anything happened to them, then they hold you responsible. Almost like not something where you joke with.
For be the example setter in society, the team up on a platform, they talk them what them they. But why is Julius Madabio doing that? Because the intellectuals and they work in cohort with them.
He's not doing it alone. He has accomplices all over the place.
Now the intellectuals, let us say it, the intellectuals around them, distributed in all the so-called political parties, they don't care whether people die or not.
The intellectual involved the population, because if they use your brain, then you are an intellectual.
But then they blindfold the people then telling them other stories. Not the funny thing, then they go and tell people then at the southeast. If una see them, let APC take over, then they can't kill una. But APC had ruled Sierra Leone before, then we go kill people then at the southeast. We go kill them for no reason.
Brother, I will tell you this word here. The way when they raise the Pekin in the country, the way when they raise them, Pekin they ask question. When you ask question, you the witch. You too dry eye. Shut up! I remember we get one teacher where they teach we maths. We're not supposed to be good for maths. If they talk, we ask him, say, I don't know how you managed to get that. He said there is no management here. I worked it. That's why they answer you.
I
Then
show
that
you
you
the
get up.
method I work, huh?
No, I tell you, the tell you for say I worked
Well,
it.
now
Like, you
that
know,
make you afraid maths.
then if you
Now
not
they call symbol shock.
if you not be careful, it will flag you better one. But look, that man can't him up before people and they make national speech on peace. Hey man, wolf can't him up before sheep them. They talk about vegetables. Where the audience know for say the man they eat vegetables. Now, now flesh they eat is a flesh eater. So all man of them matter be they lie. It just remind me. I'll be talking about it by God's grace tomorrow. It just remind me of a teacher where then tell say inspector the camp. And they tell all the bobo they way clever for sit down before he do a rehearsal
Yeah. So now
of
they no
things.
more they ask question.
Yes, things fall apart. So God come up here now. One bobo they kick bad. That day they decide for cat school. Where he come and they ask, who wrote things fall apart? Now the bobos cry. The teacher ignore him. Now he points the other and they waited before. Then the inspector tell him, say, bruh, if you're not a teacher, begin to cry. You go out, tell and you ask a question, he cry. And
You
make the
want for
person
know
to
what
know
they
why he
make you
cry.
cry.
Yes. Now they reluctantly ask the kid. He say, who wrote things fall apart? Now anybody boss cry. Not to me right under the wall, sir. I know that they means for me. Tell me right now. And the man say, he said, I'm not responsible, sir. Anything that is place, I'm in the blue. Even though I don't can square, sir, I don't carry balance. You don't know what calculate say things don't fall apart. Not to me, not to me. Now the teacher, now the inspector say, he say, when this people not the can school, you don't know why not the can school. The man
You
will
don't give
answer.
them parents them for find out.
Exactly. He say, the above come, you say things fall apart. He must cry. He not even know the author. You know the title of the book. You know? He don't even know the title of the book. He don't must cry. Now in Mother Bio can't map in a talk about vegetables. All man afraid and they look at because all man will say he is not truthful to himself and to the people of the country. And for me, I am getting very uneasy with this American ambassador. I think it go ultra virus. It go way beyond
He's not.
waiting.
He's not. He's not. That's another side of the story Sierra Leoneans don't understand. Okay?
Tell me how you see him. Because I am
The
not comfortable with
international,
this.
I'm coming, sir.
Mhm.
We get that dependency mentality, say international community for can do things for we.
Dependency.
The international community is there to do certain things, but in their own interest. In international politics, there is permanent interest, no permanent friendship.
I get that. And I know that.
Before now, I dey always tell you, say, I no want discuss tripartite. You know what you do?
Mhm.
At that time, when them been begin something and they ever talk and then go say, na prejudice. But from day one, I knew we were coming to this outcome.
Same
People say,
here.
oh, international community, not so then they govern we. They put into this thing, then they do them against specific interests where you and me not they see. Let me give you a scenario. And I challenge anybody to go and prove me wrong. America's interest in Sierra Leone is for Sierra Leone not to go rogue. Which I mean, they don't want any other influence apart from Western influence in Sierra Leone. Because if that happened, the geographical location of Sierra Leone and the fact that now we no more get natural harbor, now the whole of Africa and in West Africa will locate on the Atlantic region, it creates a danger for the West. If China take over there, then establish a naval port there, a danger for the West. Same with Russia, same with any other group. Okay? So America, they play the game for secure the interest. Kona can say, Kumrawe born twin. And they play the balancing act.
Mm-hmm.
But they have their interest, and that interest has always to be secured. Mutual Sierra Leoneans not notice. Una thinking talk because una know they see the issues. Since Jesus was a boy, we don't hear about MCC money, 400 million, not so.
I feel to say you they
But they
go
come. I
on a
want let you
tangent.
get
That
now.
is
I
not
want let
my
you get
issue.
now. I want
Where
let
you
you
are
get
going is
the
not where
point,
I'm going. I'm talking about sovereignty.
Mister. I am talking international politics.
I am talking about sovereignty. It
Your
is different to
sovereignty
where you are
does not
going.
matter when it comes to international politics. It's
This
the
man not
international
get
interest
right
that
for
matters.
go that deep into now. Well, anyway, you have a point. Now we let him in. Now we
If you
let
get
him in.
sovereignty, well, feed yourself, clothe yourself.
Now we let him in. Well,
If you get sovereignty, feed yourself, clothe yourself, not go bigger, bigger.
Thomas Sankara said it. He who feeds you, they control you. So there is a
Just
point
allow
there.
me
But
now,
where
make me
I'm
point.
talking, the point where me they
Just
talk
allow
into,
me, Imran, please allow me now, make me point. This
I
is
was
an
on the floor.
educational material for Sierra Leoneans. Okay? I make from the beginning, I tell you, say tripartite and no one discuss them. Because I know say some of the ideas here, you know, they resonate to the Sierra Leonean mentality. You know, they understand and that way they. MCC money, they don't they all from Jesus was a boy, 400 million, not so. Then there's you know you see then they count gas plant we cost over $400 million. Did anybody raise a question? How come when they can't spend money or pass MCC money? Do you know the reason for that?
They're getting company the way they mind it. They are benefiting from Sierra Leone
No,
already.
sir, it's not about mining.
No, but they
Just
have an
listen.
interest.
By Imran, please listen to this. This is pertinent information I'm giving out. And I want you to cross-check it. Since Burkina Faso, Niger, and other countries begin to talk about nuclear power plant, then Sierra Leone came into the picture that Russia was coming to build a nuclear power plant. America took a decision. We cannot sit down and lose that country. You think at the meaning of a nuclear power plant built by Russia and Sierra Leone? One, we not get the technical capacity for run a nuclear power plant. So the Russians have to be there all the time. Two, they need to secure the plant. So they will bring Wagner in. Number three, wherever there's nuclear power plant, it's not easy to uproot whoever puts that plant there. Because if you say you use military means, you create a war which would destroy the human race. This was the mistake the Ukrainians made, allowing the Russians to take the power plants. I make the word on delay so. Man, I'm not the kind of public for can't talk so no more. I may not be an expert in international politics, but I've dealt with it. So, man, we they talk, but we're not see them things here. The money for that gas plant, that LPG plant, now for make sure say America step them foot inside for control what's in the go on. Now that they've declared they're coming with it, God knows if even they're coming with money, they may come and build the plant, then teach 2-3 people for run them. Then at them back go they sell the LPG to we. But that don't suspend or rule out Russians coming in to build a nuclear power plant. It's not about sovereignty or mining, it's about interest. In
They
global
have,
politics, there
well,
are no
let me
permanent
have a
friends.
word in. Let me have a word in. I think you don't go over the top, Snaya, because what I was talking about is very basic and fundamental.
Well,
Just like the Americans,
you want to like the one the way they call you say you for
just
talk
like the
so.
Americans have their interests, so are we. We have our interests.
But
Politics
you
is
cannot
local.
take care
Can
of
I
yourself, so
finish?
your
Can I
interest is
finish,
zero.
please? Can I finish?
Right.
Just like they have their, how they call it, they have their interest. Sierra Leone has the interest. They should have an interest. And you know, politics is local. We had an election. We don't get results. America, they open them documents, they talk about peace. Yes, peace.
And say
How
national
would we?
unity.
I'm coming. How would we talk peace when the people them where they talk about say they're not going to forgive with electoral justice? They're not. You say you pass exams, you get division 1. You come for interview for do you postgraduate? They ask you where you transcript and not get them. They will say, well, where you get them, come back. Because you know, just can't tell person say you get division 1. You have to prove it. We have an election. Inside that election day, we don't get results. We get how we call them terms of reference. What we all don't decide, say, we don't sign, we don't get a treaty, we don't agree, say, this is what we are going to do. We don't agree. When Canada say bring the results, we don't get them. Then they talk about peace. How we go talk about peace when we not get results from an election? So when they try to talk for say the peace is now one way we get for do in we get for do we just get for forget about what happened and we allow the person who not win the election for the day. America not go allow that. They're not going to accept that in their country. Because if you have an election, you must have a result. And how do win elections? Now in a day, because elections now the vehicle where they carry you go to governance. If elections not there, not transparent, not credible, not fair, then you cannot sit there and say, I won the elections without results. So if America, they can't talk about peace, it got for big peace, we just. If they don't see the results, we get for do the elections. We get for do them. That is not negotiable. It's inalienable. It's inalienable. They had their wars. They get the Boston Tea Party. What thing happened there? The American War of Independence. It started from Boston. When they charge them for tax, they say they tax too much for tea. A few people protest. Britain killed them. That kill when they kill them. Now in the American Embaranta, the thing is scattered like wildfire. It starts with a revolt. They revolted. Why Americans are telling us not to revolt? Well, they've done exactly that. This is the point I'm trying to make here. And the people, and when they talk about intellectual class, wait for tell the people and say, look, will they allow America, in as much as they have their interests, will they allow them for have too much influence now with society to an extent that we don't even have a say on what will happen. Now we own country. This is our country. This was our elections. We don't have the results. Yes, we want to
Fatima
help.
said that in America.
You want to help. We appreciate that. But you're getting too close. You're getting too close. This peace when they talk about now, which kind of peace?
Are you finished? Let me come in.
So now that's me they try for talk about. I'm not talk about international law. I'm not interested in international law on this issue. What me concerned about is just like America, how they get their interest, we have our interest. We get an elections where people then go out overwhelmingly then vote. We still not get results. We get people them we don't abuse the system. We get what they call deterrent for stop them kind here for happen. Then when I can't talk say when I want peace, that means to say we for just push them under the carpet, then we whitewash the wall with dirty for let it look clean for 2-3 days. Then when the wall sweats, the whitewash look brown back. No. America can keep the money, and these are the areas where we get forget some small what we can talk about moral courage for challenge them kind of thing there. In as much as yes, we need them help, but it doesn't mean that we get for as people like you talk for say, you know, I'm gonna remember tell me a cabinet. That means to say maybe poverty, you know, prevent me from having some little pride in myself. Then they say not so because of poverty make I go eat cocoa there. No, 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 no. I feel to say this man they go way past the line.
It's not the
Somebody has
man,
to
it's the
stop him.
American policy. That man does not speak as an individual, he speaks on behalf of
Yes,
America.
well, we get for contain the Americans. We have to. But the fact now we talk about that the thing we talk about the intellectuals. And the intellectuals
Mister,
saying something.
Mister, I know I'll let you kill yourself with stress.
No, I'm not stressed.
This is the real world Sierra Leoneans need to learn about. One, there are no permanent friendships, there are permanent interests. Two, he who pays the piper calls the tune. Three, if you're not able to take care of your home, other man they can't feed you. If he misuse you, man, you cause him. These are some of the realities we have to face. And these are the realities that I blame the intellectual class for.
Well, that's what we should be focusing on.
I don't go blaming people all the time, Imran.
No, we are not blaming them. We should be holding them accountable for letting the American
I
go
will
loose
say it
like a wild
because
dog.
Sierra Leoneans don't know it. So when Sierra Leoneans begin to get to know these things, they will know how to deal with their intellectual class. There's too much bigotry in Sierra Leone. There's too much hypocrisy in Sierra Leone. America is not doing anything wrong in Sierra Leone. They say I prayed you bid na so you did it on the. And the interest would they secure.
There is a point there.
And with the field always say, Leoma, when you talk about interest, the first thing they can at their mind, hey, now we minerals they want. Can tell Solomon one thing
No,
today.
they got other strategic issues then.
I'm
Just like
coming.
how you lay
I'm
out.
coming, sir. I'm coming. Country in the world no need with minerals. Salon no more get gold and diamond and iron ore. It is all over the world. Russia get the largest deposit of gold. If you see them, they can buy gold in Africa, then they can mine gold in Africa for then they exchange it for security. Then they tell we are we stupid.
Then they preserve their own.
African get for begin think, Imran.
That
For
I
begin
agree.
think. You see all what you they talk so, not true. But your sovereignty only exists when you have economic independence.
Fact.
If you don't have economic independence, stop talking about sovereignty. When we can able to get economic independence, if we get an intellectual class, we're ready for make the country, we get the compunction for say, let us do this for a common good and for a common purpose. I'll give you the example now. We get X number of Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora. If the intellectual class in Sierra Leone and they behave themselves properly, people entrust them. We all in the diaspora, we able to say, okay, every month we put $100 into an account. Let it be a kind of loan to the government, but we are buying the loan as treasury bonds. They will be collecting over $12 million every month. We're able to run with country.
My
We don't
brother,
trust them
you
because they've
talk what
distributed and the council are just done. So I want to make certain points, and I want that they listen to me. Let you know, say, boy, Jalo, they talk them, and they pull on away snado. Enough is enough of this rubbish in our country. Allow me to make me point, sir. That's a nice story they pull now, and the fact, and people and they talk this, they're very uneasy. For ready for make sell, they make. But intellectuals, when they go to university, then they shape themselves into all the political parties. And they can't blindfold the people, I mean, APC. They not care about them parties, then they. Them parties, then they not clubs, so then they go gather when election time come. Now you can talk now, say then they're in a stratosphere. It's the fact. America know that. Britain know that. European Union know that. The white man knows everything about us that we think they don't know. So they deal with us accordingly. If we get for vex, no, not vex per with man. I always tell you this. Don't vex per with self. Are we not the idiots? Them will not they do things right. Okay. The geopolitical interest. Now they weigh in on what's in the gun so in Sierra Leone. No way Britain, America, they want Russian or Chinese influence for predominates in Sierra Leone. I put up this statement by Mr. George Stone. Mr. George Stone, I'll tell you this as a fact. Nobody from the Western countries go to Sierra Leone to do business if they don't get sanctioned by the British. Take it from me, I said it. I've spoken to Norwegian businesses. They tell me we cannot go there because our British colleagues will not be happy. America is working on the British interest. Know that, sir. And now they work like how they work all man by himself, God for we all. Concerted effort. These are the realities we for begin know and face. And we won't know them, we for begin plan how for do them, let we develop with self. You cannot fight these people. You cannot bite the hand that feeds you, but you can negotiate with the hand that feeds you. Say, okay, I don't grease it now, day before, but let's see how we do this till let's get profit. This is what Botswana did with the Bears Consolidated. The Bears Consolidated was in Sierra Leone, SLST. When Shaka Stevens asked for 50-50, then delay the process up to 1975, then close go. Botswana gets 50% from them because they knew how to negotiate. And that money is put into a fund called the Pula Fund. You don't improve the country that is in a desert. We on the intellectuals not care about that. When Shaka Stevens be they negotiate with SLST, now the very Sierra Leonean intellectuals be they condemn them. This is how bad we are, Imran. Those guys know who we are, so they treat us accordingly. If we see anything they go wrong in Sierra Leone, now we say Usabi book now they cause them.
We not for only talk about
we're selfish.
The problem we get for prescribe wisdom way we will correct them behavior then yeah. Because
well, now one of them they do so.
If you look deep into we culture, you know, I don't talk this not once, not twice. Anybody will know the reason, it not will ever be reasonable in the way they behave, or the way they act, the way they do stuff. And Sierra Leoneans, it look like now a cultural problem we get. The one that will Lambuko, the one that will not Lambuko, we not agree for use we aid. Because I remember when we go school, anybody who clever in a class and talk for say mama they worship for her.
Or they go get a last mommy.
Or they don't get us continue for drink.
Yes.
You know? You see, so we get some serious issue about thinking. Because we not believe, say, people can be naturally intelligent. People
Every human being is intelligent. Except if you get mental problem.
People can get intellectual propensity naturally, even when they don't go to school. You know, we don't see people them way no go school, they learn something in that area they will learn, they become so good at it and they become consultants in that area. People and they consult because look at what they happen at the world where architects draw, they do a technical drawing. Now somebody get for interpreter. Most of the people are not having better book. Now in they bring the architect in drawing alive. Without them people and the architect has a problem. You have to have people and when they use their head. Because if me way, then I also I'm not gonna let forget houseboy every day because this is the sort of quality of people that will get Sierra Leone. You don't empty the bin? No, sir. Go empty the bin now. You don't fill up that bucket? No, I forget, sir. Well, go get water for me now. But they don't get the water yet. So
You need a
everything
houseboy.
when you get for do, not just houseboy, even clerks, you have to prompt them. They don't, they're not a think for themselves. You
Not
can
that they
imagine.
don't think. They come, sir. I want to make one point. Not that these people don't think, but we don't use fear so much that the people and afraid for think, let them not do something wrong.
That is part of it. But as we can always talk, anything with a social problem, a multiplicity of issues, it can be complex. You know, look at a situation where I go Salome, my birthday, in 90th birthday, I was in Freetown. All right. I make birthday for him. I go buy a box of chicken. And I'm instead of get for barbecue the chicken. I don't get all the marinade and everything ready for pull the skin by the chicken. I go, Laton, I come. They still not even go half of the box. I left there, I go Lumley, I come back. They still not reach half of the box. And I say, but when I say, I don't tell. Last show now how for do them. Now they are use me culinary skills. Now they are getting, let's say, when I give me towel, they give me towel. I say, when I soak up for me, then soak up. Now they are hold the chicken, I just hold as soon as I drown. You can that come on. They're like, yeah. But boy, you see. Now I put them down. That's so when I for do them.
They don't know. You taught them that, so they
Yes,
will do it.
but guess what? I left them. I come back. They don't use the method what I show them. They tell me for say, we not so we don't use for do. So
That is normal,
you
Imran.
know,
It's normal.
that is
Because
not normal.
whatever is easy for you, you have to practice it for some time before you
You
get
know,
it easy.
well, you have to practice it, but you have to.
But you cannot expect them to perfect it on that day you showed them.
I did not for perfect time, but you do expect them for try the new method. They not try them. They not try them at all.
Yeah, because we get a conservative mentality.
But this is what we are talking about here. Now you are making excuses for it.
No, I'm
And
not
we
making
we
excuses.
are
It's a
here to
practical
educate them
situation.
to be innovative. Because when they talk about innovation, now forget that appetite for try something new. We don't have
Yes,
it.
but there are processes involved. Everything has to have a process before you can get perfection. You have to practice over and over and over before they reach
You
perfection.
they talk about perfection, but before you perfect something, you have to try it. If you don't try it, how you go reach that level?
Even your educated class don't try things.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. No, no, go away from that.
In Sierra Leone, we still have people working in offices. They have ladies who are employed to work on the computer because the boss not sabi use computer.
It's the
Isn't it?
same thing.
When I can tell people, say, I learn information technology at age 50, people and they deny. My grandpa can tell somebody, say, my grandpa, they do coding, then deny. It's all about how you think. But that's notwithstanding, we intellectuals, then they willfully go mentally relaxed, then create a situation for that because that's the easiest way they can control the people. When you teach the people to be mentally lazy, they
Well, I
depend
go
on you
tell
all
you
the
for saying
time.
the intellectuals, when they were kids, they were not intellectually stimulated. Because
Maybe, maybe.
it's because you don't bring an argument, say, then people there and get for learn them. So you don't learn book. But the fact is, when you
You
dey
know
study,
why
they
I
never
say
say you say you don't
maybe?
read. Go
You
take the
know why
book.
I say maybe?
Mm-hmm.
When they say Sierra Leone are Athens of West Africa, not so.
Yeah.
But the percentage of Sierra Leoneans who benefit, they not be even reach 25%. The very first person we come out now the protectorate to enter Frobe College na Sir Milton Magai.
Samuel Timagaya.
He entered there 6 years before Frobe College became a century old. You see, we have a generation of people we're still there in that traditional mental setting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first man who go university in village or the second man, where all of them children they or the third man, all of them things they are get their repercussions on we society.
Yeah. Yeah.
It creates unnecessary competition. Now that they make them they go join them, cabal them, or show off. Some of us came from families that had been educated generations before. Me talking here, I'm the fourth educated man in my family. Fourth generation. My great grandpa teaching himself for read and write. He wrote articles. My grandpa was educated. My papa was educated. My mama was educated. My great grandpa, in girl picking them, he puts them through Bay College. But nobody know they mentioned that. Some of me,
It's
my auntie them go through Bay College about the same time as Latiaid. Yes. He put them in the world school. After school, he sent them from Bay College. When you go Nigeria and Ghana, you meet families that will get 4 or 5 generation educated. In Sierra Leone, if we do a survey, maybe now 20 to 25 or at most 30% of the population will go fit into the matrix. All
majority
the other and
that
then
the
a new
Creole.
generation.
Yeah, majority will be the Creoles.
Creoles and people who are born in the Western area,
Yes.
who are not necessarily Creole and can
Yeah.
be Yoruba or whatever. Then can even be
The
Chimney or
Aku, the
Mendy.
Aku. But like
You
you rightly
understand?
said, those that grow up in the Western area, Western rural,
And all them here, they
Western
play
urban.
into with the behavior of we intellectuals. Now, all of them things here, they make them, they go form them, cabal them, or think say it's the only way we can control the country. It started as a fight against Creole domination. Now it don't deteriorate into a fight against themselves. We don't know. You understand? And this is the effect with progress. The white man knows this, so they are treating us accordingly. So white man in fault to if things they go wrong in a salon. So I pray you bed and I saw you delay, don't they? Not so. To stranger they can't pray you bed for you. We the people them not ready for make we country, especially so the one that we get the knowledge capacity, the one that we suppose for our awakened society say, let us make this place for all of us. Because this place belongs to all of us. They're not a think that way. And they exchange themselves into political parties. The way camp and camp, they set fire the people them. The day when they call strike, they see none of them they. Then they now they also they drink whiskey and soft drink. They laugh the people them. This is the reality. Sierra Leoneans need to begin to face. And if they begin face the realities there and understand them, then for know what thing for do, for approach this class and say, no, go paddy. From now on, let's see, don't talk about how we go make care for we all. We no need for jump in a treat, go broke property, fire gun for do that. We only need for get the courage for say, let us do this. And that's why some of us are beginning to say it. I know a lot of them will not be happy hearing me say this. I don't care. I don't need una. And I want nothing from una. Una to now go to
You
hell
know,
and see how beautiful
when they
Satan
talk
is.
about intellectual, you they talk about innovation, you they talk about using your head. Look like this late man, Monty Jones, Creole man, now a plant breeder.
I
He
know
learned
Monty
in his man
Najala.
book, but he adapt them. He adapt what he learn. Now we own culture. He breed a rice. When a local rice, me not even know for Sierra Leone get rice where now where originate from Sierra Leone. He crossbreed
He
with
was he
another
was
rice for
working
increase
with
the yield.
WADA. The Tewa bin the Jala na be researcher with WADA. Because na
Yes, I
Jala
know. I
be
know the man
station
very
that time.
well.
I know Monty, good one, you know me.
I know him very well. I know where they work. They work with Midani. Midani na be the director of research. You know, so I know what they talk. That man, he win. He win award. He win Nobel Prize. Why? Because he do something completely different. Now these Africans don't know about difference, the significance of difference. Look, one other boy, I think na Senegalese, a West African architect. Now, in one of the person we build some of the building them during the Olympics in London. African, they use local material we're not Eurocentric for do a building them. That man don't win award them all over the world because of that. He's a West African architect. He is big.
One of the longest bridge in Bergen was built by a Gambian, Mr. Joff.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. Because when you're not African, you can compete with European them, Pan-European civilization. You're not able to them. Use your Africanness, bring something new, innovative, then go, interesting. But you go come out, you know, Sierra Leone, and you want to challenge British man by Shakespeare. That is what Cheno Achebe did.
Imran.
That is what Wole Soyinka did.
Imran.
Yes.
Do you know why Africans come out to work? If you answer that question, then you know the reason why we're backward.
Tell me.
All the brains in Africa are not in Africa. Do you know why? Because we have not built trust. Trust is the only currency on earth. Where the England so, then they give mortgage, then give everything on trust, not so?
Yep. The credit's not trust, isn't it?
Trust.
Based on
Where
trust.
they go pray to God. What thing they make you pray to God where you know they say not to trust?
Faith,
Trust
trust.
is the only currency. Money is a medium of exchange. Now I make in value they fluctuate. But trust only get two values. You either have it or you don't have it. In value, not they fluctuate too. You either have it or you don't have it. And the African, especially the African intellectual, has not worked on how to build trust within the continent. In Sierra Leone, we are not working on how to build trust with all about peace. Who needs peace? Well, you don't need peace. Build trust. Let begin function as a people. Let all man participate. Let all man able buy and sell. Then there will be no war.
Trust without justice.
Imran, you know in our justice?
Mm-hmm.
You know in our justice? Now, when there is imbalance in a society, now you need justice. But when a society is well structured, the justice is already there. Now, not they say you not go get criminals, you know, get people who they go against the law. But we are the society. Create a functional system for make most of the people able live that basic life and then no need for go thief and lie and kongosa, then justice already they exist naturally.
Justice is not just about criminality. Justice is about having an equilibrium. And the equilibrium, it's based on
That's what
fairness.
you
Because the
create
word justice comes
by
from being just.
creating.
It's fairness.
That's what you create by creating trust. If I trust Imran, if we have 10 pounds, I'll give him 5 pounds. But if I don't have trust in me, we have 10 pounds, I'll tell Imran we have 2 pounds. Justice and injustice is built on trust, mister.
Of course. Because if we go work and pay we, the money they before me, £10. But you put it in your pocket, there, £10 at £10. Now when you pull it now, you dey quiz am for pull up. I go tell you, pull out in the pocket, brother, contact. You know? So this is what happens. We always, now that make we any side where we go, we not able to work. Indians and the Canaya, 20 of them and they live inside one room. They all help one person for bios. Then they make
Every
an
month
arrangement.
they contribute for them feeding and the rent.
Exactly. Then I didn't go there. They all eat. Nobody not they break that agreement today. While if an African man and then they together, they help
Not
one. Once
to
they help
every
them,
African. No.
it go, it balance.
Not to
The
every
Asians,
African.
but the Asians are doing it right.
Yeah,
The
but
Asians
I
are
want
doing
to
it.
know, say, make an observation in England. The Somalis and the Eritreans, and they behave differently from the rest of Africa.
Yeah. Well, then say they not to then
This
are
the way
Arabs.
they talk so. This the way they talk so. Then they do them even a year. What they? The Somalis, and they take money, then give picking them for come Europe. When the picking kai, they work the money pay back. Then get their own banking system. Then they call on Dabishil.
Well, you do that so in West Africa and you're not getting your money back, and then they disappear.
Oh well. Oh well.
You know? So these are the things. Because you see them now.
And these are the issues the intellectual class should be doing research on, addressing. How can we build trust in our society so we will make more wealth? If a mining company they give 500 million waste on them, you not go eat until you die. But if you build trust in the society, we all contribute to now open that mining company, all the $1 billion they can't own.
And guess
Two of
what?
us.
Guess what? The Eastern Europeans have something similar. They are taking
They
over
do
here.
it.
Then
They
they
do
take
it.
over here.
Yes.
When they come, he call the company. He can't help him. He establish. Then he said help. Then they back send another one.
So India man take establish na salon. When they open shop, then they go take them brother from India, can't work with them 1 year, 2 year, then go open shop gear. Then say,
I
all right,
don't.
we they monitor you 1 year, 2 year. After that, we left you on you. Now
I
1 year,
don't
2 year,
know.
then they monitor them. Now for make you pay the loan with them gear.
I don't know many Sierra Leoneans. We person don't go take na Sierra Leone, bring can for can be nani. We kept to the agreement. When he come 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, he get a boyfriend. The next thing, he go call police by you, tell you for say you don't only passports, you they maltreat them, you then waiting in human rights. He lie pan you, serious lie. Then at the lie now we they take for like a paper naya against
Well,
you.
Imran, why do we blame America?
You
When
know?
even in the diaspora we are doing it to ourselves, why do we blame America? These
How many
people know
women
who we are.
don't come out now, go married with brother, then bring them canaya. Go brother, then not can pass some panaya.
Oh, well,
You know?
even here, it happen.
You know, we talk, but these are the things we get for, you know, these are the things we have to talk about. Because when they talk about intellectual, not all the time, na person we go college or waiting. Intellectual person, when I say intellect, na brain, person when they use them, not a person we get as furniture. We not Sierra Leone, the one that we go school, not they use them, the one that we go school, not they use them. The one that we go university, not they use them. The one that we go to postgraduate level, not they use them. Then we're busy, they blame everybody else besides us.
Imran,
Yes.
what do they talk so? If a society open and allow people and for use their talent and their knowledge, some of who can go establish research institute, we find out what to make this they happen. We employ young graduates them, we come with several tests and solutions. We say, okay, let us begin to build trust. But I'll tell you something. The minute you start such a project, now the intellectual class, they first come after you and say this one come earlier for you.
You don't see that remember, you don't see like I laugh. You remember the same way cultural appetites for African culture can wild na the Western Hemisphere. But set them all when they go over there, run away, they all scatter.
Dance troupe now, Bansetto, they all hide.
All anyway, we come
Recently,
overseas,
they can't play football, they all they hide.
all the high. Then now they don't give
Yeah,
nobody
because the
visa.
intellectual class not provide the foundation for the
Yeah.
people them for land trust and self-respect. They
So
don't care
now,
because they're in their advantage.
anybody who want to come over, they don't give visa because the one enforcement they don't give the opportunity, they don't abuse them. So it
But
don't
then,
rub off
they will get the
everybody.
bold mind for say, now this politician or that politician make we not get this access again. But
Exactly.
now we attitude. I will give an example. In Norway, when I came here, all the drivers were either East Europeans for bus or Norwegians. Gradually, they begin try for integrate other people. They brought Pakistanis. Then say, okay, let's go to broad Africans them. Guess what? When Africans begin drive bus, the money begin loss. Especially Sierra Leoneans. When they begin drive bus, the money begin loss. The money they short. This is who we are. And for change who we are, now the intellectuals for come together and say, let us see how we can do social engineering. Let we come out of this malaise. But they don't have that time. They have time for they play funny games. You get 50 million, 30 million every day. You hear 'em, if you don't fly, go Hong Kong. You don't fly, go Dubai. They burn those money. So at the end of the day, they get continue with them petty games for get more money.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if they build trust, every Sierra Leonean begin invest in the country, say we get 5 million Sierra Leoneans will get the capacity for put to our $100 every month. Say, Lord, put this for a country. And the 7 million people will get. You are talking about $500 million every month. $500 million.
Where there is a will, there is a way.
But we cannot do it because the intellectuals have not provided the mental infrastructure for people to trust. Somehow they go to map talk bullet for bullet. You go get your money.
God forbid. Now, boss, I go for look for that video there. I go look for them frantically. I must find them. For we play and for let people and see. Where the money begin for them. Where people are not be agree for care money go na bank. Now they the Fulaman, the I think the chairman, an officer that man is a big book. In the lecture with bank governor, but
I've been
economics.
seeing that video there. I've been
You see,
seeing.
man.
Yeah.
So what would they talk about intellect? That man, he gets practice. He don't do business for many years. He don't learn. He don't develop an intellectual aptitude. He know what he they talk about. He don't see him. He don't deal with them. He don't live them. He gets a lot of life experience. Guess what? He make the bank governor look like a fool.
I always say been the lecture in American
Yes.
university.
Man, we for look for that video there. We for
I
look
for
for
look
that
for
video there.
I not think I get them. I not dey save them thing and they because I know I keep trash na my phone or
Remember
na
that
my
not to
cloud.
scratch. It really they tell the issues what they talk about too. I go all out for Fenam,
Tell them. Tell them.
because
You see, Imran, let us face it. The intellectual class of every country gets an ethical and moral duty for propel that country into development.
yeah.
And development is not about how many houses are built in a country, how many roads are built. It's about how you can improve the standard of living of the people. Create a situation for more people to able to consume goods and services so that there will be demand. And for every time there is a demand, there is need for supply. Every time there is need for supply, there will be need for production. I'll give you an example. We have 7 million people in Sierra Leone, so they will get about between 45 to 50 million people in the Mano River Union. Notice so?
Mm-hmm.
Let us take a case in point. Say, the people of Sierra Leone, 3 million able buy a television set, a new one, brand new one from the factory, every 5 years. People in the Mano River Union, we are talking about 45 to 50 million minus the 3 million in Sierra Leone, we'll be talking about 42 to 47 million. Notice so? Out of that 47 million, if you get 25 million, we're able to get the purchasing power for buy television every 5 years, because that's the maximum life of the electronic television here. You know what that they do? A television company, they go open in Africa, then they begin assemble television.
Yep.
Because the market's there.
Yep.
But you know they think now they make that's not they happen.
Yeah.
And
The
the
one we talk
intellectuals,
to,
they're responsible for that.
the one when they talk to,
And
they
they touch
assemble.
the road, they can't look. Investor, not they go there. Because they know you don't have the market.
You don't have to say much more. It happen at Rwanda right now. Then they couple VW day. Then they make the mobile phone and the couple mobile phone day. They not get for go
Because a
out to
great
go buy.
percentage of the people get the ability for buy and sell goods and services.
So they phone and they couple and then they couple and
Then
Rwanda.
added to that, when you look at the sub-region, whatever is coupled in Rwanda can be exported to Uganda and Tanzania.
Exactly.
If you don't get a reasonable market inside Rwanda, then you get another 30 to 40% in Tanzania, 30 to 40% in Uganda. Then your returns on investment can break even.
Precisely. And then the couple VW there as well. VW. Then the couple and
whether they like it or not, Imran, whether they like it or not, Emi, let them make me the enemy. When they don't make me enemy,
that
when I
man not
don't
get
beat
big
me,
degree.
kill me.
That man not get big degree. Kagame not get big degree. But
I think he went to university, but I don't think he go beyond masters. And I think now Uganda he go university.
He's done well. He's done
Because
very well.
he trained na Uganda and he was head of the intelligence unit before the thing happened in Rwanda or make it come. He went to university. He had qualifications, but all of them are concerned with
I think
security.
a military qualification he gets is
No, he go
training in
university.
America.
Go university. He go university.
Okay.
He go university.
But he's
In
done well for
Kagame,
himself and his country.
a studious man. Amawe, they read a lot. Even at this age where they read a lot. When he talks, you know he reads. He's fair with what
the
in
man
the
is intellectual. When he talk,
and I never see and they talk to him people they hold paper. Secondly, he talk to him people and in any language but the language.
And when he talk, whatever he talk, he original. He system he edit come on.
Yes.
Now his own thought process they take place.
He applies what he has learned. He get the ability to apply what he don't learn. But we're intellectuals then they can begin tell you all kind of unnecessary technical registers what the ordinary man not they understand.
And not only your own work self, now that person in your own work, you not try to adapt them to your own environment, you know? Because look who said that way, we presidents go to primary school, they go talk for say, you know what, mediocracy to primary school picking it. In what they call it mediocracy, not how be pronounced that. You know?
Are you, if you allow make palava, don't touch me demia, Mara be on me demia.
How you go talking about primary school? Primary school, you don't go use mediocrity. Why you need the word?
And Safu, if you allow no make palava.
My brother, it look like you not go grill. Because the man way I not go ever like But a man will take the light for kill person and he, you know, in the talk, he say, no retreat, no surrender. That means to say he's not prepared to change. He's just going to.
It's living through a dream reality, my friend.
I'm telling you.
But
Daddy,
it is succeed, though. You know, to make it a succeed, the one that way they did with the all not coward. Then they
a
free that
talker,
few people talk them
a
up.
talker, me now one thing I like
Now,
am for.
now, pink collie they use for
No,
control
one thing I
service.
like am for. And not the hard way they do. A talker, I say, once the APC lady has a bit deal with them.
They use for control them. Then the one that way able blackmail, they blackmail them.
I'm telling you.
I think today we don't do well because we were on yesterday.
Yeah.
So now we close for today. We will come back
You see
next
the man.
Wednesday.
You see the
It has
party,
been an
one old party, they
interesting
write a
and heated.
constitution. The constitution, they not allow themselves for do a coalition with anybody. How you go run a political party, you not able for have an alliance with any other party? To an extent, this election will be waiting. So if we don't do waiting the Gambian model, all the opposition and work together, that COP was a good thing. But APC would not participate simply because the constitution not allow them. When you see Charles Magai go meet them
I think now
physically.
the constitution are the problem.
No, the
Not the
constitution not allow that.
constitution.
You know, allow this new constitution
No,
not allow
and
that.
I think I don't read the APC constitution. Nothing about that is mentioned. As a matter of fact, Coping go McKinney, then go talk to an Escoma. He welcomed the idea. I think the problem of the APC is they are shooting themselves in the foot because they are double dealing.
Me man, I go get that part in the constitution, I go send them to you. The constitution not dey allow coalition. That is the reason why Charles Magai did a coalition with C4C and not APC. Now APC the want for what
I'll
we
bring and
C4C,
Kalash.
C4C also wanted to do a coalition with APC because C4C is split
Bring
into
and
two.
Kalash. But me, I don't
Half
see
of the
that. I
members
don't
there,
read it. Even SLPP, the constitution, I don't read them.
half of the members them go SLPP, the other half, the one join APC. Because how they vote, now C4C, 3 they vote for SLPP, they balance the vote for APC. So they balance the one guy inside APC. But since they're not able to do coalition with APC, they rather join with Charles Magai. That's what happened. Now make Charles Magai be getting coalition with C4C and not APC. Because APC, we don't develop this habit, say, if you're not a party picking, you get for B, then get hybridization, you get for born inside the party. This is one of the reasons why they don't want Samura. Because Samura, they see him as just
party. It's not about party. It's not about party picking. That's the message they give out to people. But the fact is, the top hierarchy of the APC, they don't form themselves into a mafiosi cabal.
Exactly. They don't want anybody else in there.
Yes. Then they bring Uda and feel for bring on board. And Uda then they bring on board, now the one the way they able to control where they answer yes sir to them.
And when they don't, when they don't, they don't,
Me and you, they're not they bring we near the. Yes,
you know,
yeah, left boy in a radical.
you know,
I
say
don't
you
care.
not bush for, you know the team. You not bush for, you know the team. You go back to the bush.
Business for me.
The brother, I know to follow.
Destroying themselves. I'll tell you one thing today. If the APC continue how then they so, it will take before APC win election as I don't.
They are self-destruct.
Let's hope they can find a way to turn around the divisions, the ego, and everything. But if it continues so, a self-destruction.
They don't get chance.
A self-destruction. A self-destruction. Or self-sabotage.
Yep.
So fumble them. Today will not take too much. We'll be done there yesterday. They not to 2 hours or minutes. Today, let yourself rest quick and get a nice weekend for start. So we don't reach here. This topic will not done am, we'll get for come back to them. The only thing go count other topics. After 2-3 talks, we they come back to this. Now, auto suggestion will get for usually the intellectual, then change their attitudes. And for they pound all the time, and me, I don't care if they want they hate me, they want they like me. I don't get for go big to nobody. I don't need you. Maybe you need me. But we require for talk the truth for the sake of Sierra Leone. Just sit together and think, how can we make this place a better place for all of us? Half money owner they fed for. Different country, economically and politically structured. When I go see billionaires they rise in that country in the next 10 years, we not self go clap foot. Because the thing about development is improve the standard of living, improve on the ability of the people to consume goods and services. If you don't do that, nothing works. You from Oga independence, foreign companies they don't come build road them for. We know to them they go big all time. If we don't create an economic
now that Senegal they can
ability,
build road for we Senegal.
if we don't create an economic ability for make we able to sustain ourselves, because when you create a sustainable economy, it means say more taxes and revenue they go into the public finance. By now, we no need for they go big there, then they can build bridge and road for we. It's terrible. It's terrible. Let us think. Let us begin to think. Let us at least have an iota of integrity and self-respect in Sierra Leone. Some of what they out here, we know. What in some of our Norwegian friends and they tell we. It's shameful. It's shameful. Because of a few people who want let them get access to money. Then there's just somebody they tell me say, somebody tell and say then CJJ Safana Kenema in condition don't begin change. What kind of life is that? When you are in public offices, everything is bright and beautiful. The minute you left, they don't begin the Nankashi back.
Yeah.
These guys thinking, you know, go build boku house in an economy when not able to sustain itself. Who do they rent the house then?
You know what Timniman say? Timniman say, officer man or you lie, officer boo. What that mean? He say fisherman or the gentry. It's just the better number small. Because that fisherman culture.
In Africa, fisherman
you know, because we get a culture that's around the people that will not get money hunting man, fisherman, and miner them. And
yeah, because make them believe say they're not for grow rich.
When they go get something and they eat all the thing and they go catch back to man because not to eat the men they beef.
Believe.
And not to eat the men they fish. So when you go catch, and they eat all the drink, he go jack, he done all thing. He said they catch back. When you go 2 months in no catch, I go survive. This is the mentality we don't get. Then Gambulman back and they say go win back tomorrow. I eat all things today. Man we fend diamond, we fend the diamond. If they eat all thing one day, then he say go fend diamond back. Then we go next 3 years, you know, fend nothing.
So maybe for the rest of your life, you know, see nothing.
Exactly. They know they think about tomorrow.
Okay, we are pathetic. For begin think. Please, let's begin think.
Wambulem, now we come, now we they go. Imranti de say tata. Have a good weekend.
On a good night. Awanu. Yalima.
I don't go far, boo.
I didn't know me corner, so but I they go. I they come out on social media.
Yeah. Wakafaka kurokopa tati liftane tati something. Tuma ina side rasu tuma ina sembo. Adim din na tapandamayo. Yamai rasu yamai bo. Adim din na tapandamayo. Ila la. Adim din na tapandamayo. Mbano bo si na fula tawide. Vide na fula tawide. Si na fula tawide. Vide na fula tawide. Mbano bo si na fula tawide. Vide na fula tawide. Si na fula tawide.